the book deadline was pushed back one more time. With my father's burial behind me and the free flow of words providing the resolution I needed, Broken Roads is now ready for you to hear. Every book is indeed a miracle. Growing Up Amish was, Broken Roads is too. Thank you for walking with me in the telling of my story. Yours truly, Ira Wagler.
Prologue. The Amish have been around for a long, long time. Hundreds of years. Today, around 330,000 of these incredibly unique people are scattered throughout the United States and Canada, out of 7+ billion people in the world. For such a small group, they have a tremendous presence in English society, not only in North America but globally. They are much romanticized, but that's not their fault. I was born one of them. Ira Wagler, the 9th of 11 children of David and Ida Mae Wagler, who emerged from the remote and rather despised Amish community in Daviess County, Indiana. I was the 5th son of a 5th son. My parents fled Daviess, as Dad was convinced the place was going bad. He didn't want to raise his family there. So I grew up among my people in smaller communities. It was a long, hard road to break away. I guess I'm the one who remembers and who talks about things a lot. Things that happened long ago. I wrote the story of my journey in my first book, Growing Up Amish, published in 2011. Until my father and a few of his peers launched Pathway Publishers in the 1960s, the Amish never had much of a voice of their own. With Family Life magazine and the other Pathway publications, that voice was presented in a coherent structure for the first time. It was an extraordinary achievement. Nothing like that had ever been attempted before. My father and his peers had a vision and pursued it. With unceasing labor, at great financial risk, and with potential loss of prestige, the venture succeeded beyond their wildest imaginations. They published a lot of good, solid stuff, especially on historical subjects, and common sense articles on farming and other issues of specific interest to the Amish. And yet, I have always felt that the fictional writings and op-eds published by my father and others at Pathway were less than honest. Too much gooey mush. Too didactic. Too pat. Too formulaic and predictable. All the same answers all the time. All the loose ends neatly tied up in a little package for the reader to remember. Maybe they were projecting a moral ideal they knew was impossible. I think they were trying to live that ideal too. To present themselves and their community as an example. But it's impossible to be perfect. You can't be a shining city on a hill by proclaiming your own greatness and glory. And real life isn't a nice little list of neatly packaged formulas either. Never has been. Never will be. Over the years, I have wondered many times if my father and his contemporaries ever questioned the path they chose, the God they served. Did they ever despair that he exists? Question their faith? Or was it always cut and dried, black and white? When their children left and they cut them off cold, did it not tear at them deep inside? The hard, ruthless laws of shunning, did they ever think twice about them? And wish it were not so? Did they ever struggle with such issues? Or did their harsh, cold facades truly reflect their hearts? I like to think they struggled sometimes, weren't so sure of themselves. It would have been human, but I don't know that, because they never told us. Maybe they thought it would show weakness. It wouldn't have. To the contrary, it would have shown strength and honesty. And I think, too, of my grandfather, Joseph K. Wagler, my father's father, a man I never met, because he died when my father was young. What kind of man was he?